Why the Last Man. Hello, my YouTube friend Pop Comics here, and today we're going to go through my Why the Last Man comic book collection. This is going to be super exciting. As you guys know, in 1993 I had sold off all my comic books. I was kind of burnt out from all the variants, foil covers, all the things that kind of spoiled it. All the artists moved the image, the writing just felt weak, so I got kind of fed up with comic books. So I left comic books, but by the late 90s I started getting into them again. I picked up a full set of Gru, my favorite comic book from when I was a kid. I was buying Futurama for a little bit, but I was really craving buying some more comic books. So what I did was I went on Amazon and I checked to see if there's any cool sci-fi stuff, and there's this thing called Why the Last Man came up. It was a survival tale, sounded really cool, right up my alley, so I ordered it. Absolutely loved it. So it was issue 1 through 5, and issue 6 had just come out, so I went to the local comic shop to pick it up. And I continued to love the story, and my wife and I would go every month for about 4 years trying to get the new issues each month. I kept on going up till about 2007 when because of the economy crashing, our business kind of went sour and I got kind of depressed. I stopped buying comics for a while, so the last few issues I had to pick up years later. So I never got issue 1 through 5. I would constantly look for it because it was I go into different comic shops, I would look for it, but 1 through 5 was never there. So I was never able to get those. Those are rare issues. So those I'm still on the hunt for. Actually, I did get issue number 1 recently, so I'm really excited to show you guys that. I actually got 3 of them, which is crazy. Super happy to get that. What I really liked about Why Last Man is the survival tale. I always loved those kind of movies and books and stuff. I loved Logan's Run growing up, that kind of stuff. What I loved about Why Last Man was one of the main characters was a monkey, and my wife loves monkeys, so I always thought it was cool. There's a character that I thought she would like in it. So I'm really excited to see how she thinks of the television series. Hopefully it's good. I hope it doesn't suck. So let's start looking through the comic books now. So I've always wanted to find issue number 1 through 5 because I just didn't pick them up when they first came out, and I had such a hard time finding them. So I've been on a hunt for like 15 to 20 years, or like 18 years, whenever I started reading to today. So I would say about 5 years ago, I was on 14th Street, and Howard, the guy who sells out there, Howard, he had a copy of Why the Last Man number 1. He wanted $70 at the time. I thought that was a little high because it had a couple big spine creases, so it's probably just like a very fine minus. And so I didn't buy it, and I kind of regret that to this day because I really wanted it. So I finally decided, I need to get one before the show comes out. I'm really afraid that the show is going to be really good and the prices are going to skyrocket. So I decided, I need to get a copy. And my wife is like, you don't have a copy yet, because she knows how much I love the series and how long I've been collecting it. So she's like, you know what, you just need to buy one now, whatever it costs. So I started looking, and a 9.8 on eBay is going for like $1,500 to $3,000, somewhere in that range. It's crazy price. I saw one at a convention in June. They wanted $3,000 for it. Out of my range. I figured, I would probably be happy with like a 9.0 or a 9.2 or even a 9.6 if it's cheap enough, just because I want a decent looking copy. It doesn't have to be perfect for a decent price. So I was looking on eBay, and not a lot of it. It's a rare comic book. Honestly, I've been looking for them for years, and I never see 1 through 5 in comic shops. But I then looked on Mercari, and I saw a 9.2 for $400. So I thought, you know what? Let me offer $300 to see what happens. So I offered $300. The guy came back at $350. I decided, you know what? I'm going to jump on it. I bought it. I had $50 Mercari credit to spend. So it cost me $300. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have a 9.2 here. It looks nice. The spine might have a couple very hairline ticks on it. Honestly, a 9.2 is a nice grade. It doesn't look bad. Maybe a couple of hairline creases. I don't think you can see it very well, but it's a nice looking copy, and I was so thrilled to win it. But then the next day after I won that one, I accidentally won 2 9.6s on eBay for like $650. What I had done was the day before Mercari, I looked on eBay and I saw 2 9.6s listed. They were at like $200 to $300 bids on auctions. I looked back and I saw that they sold for like $625 to $650 in maybe June, and there really wasn't any listed since then. So I was like, if I can get for the June price before the trailers came out and the hype for the new show, I'll be happy. So I put 2 sniper bids in for $650. They were a day apart, and I thought, you know what, if I win the first one, I will pay for it and just cancel the second bid. And I forgot about it. And a couple days later, I looked and I won 2. So I have 2 more. I'm going to probably hold on to them all for now because I love the comic book so much. But let's take a look at those. All right. We have 196 here. It looks really good. Maybe the spine has a little bit of ink transfer on it, but it's so minimal. And I think over here, the spine has a little bit of ink wear. You know, when I compare it to 9.2, the 9.2 actually does not look very much worse. They look almost the same condition. So honestly, if there's a comic book you want just to own in a high grade that's graded, I think a 9.2, if you can get it cheap, is worth getting because it's only going to be slightly better than a 9.6. And these were like 600. The 9.2 is like 350. So it's half the price. And then I have another 9.6. This is an older case. So this was graded a long time ago. So this one, you might be even able to press and get it to a 9.8. I don't really see, although this one was a little bit pushed up, like the cover. If you see, there's like a little white line on the bottom. So it's almost like off-centered, stapled on. So I don't know how much that affects the grade, but still very happy to have that. Very happy to have all three of these. These are amazing. Happy to have them, but now I have to find 2 through 5. All right, this is my Y the Last Man collection in this box. Let's take a quick look. So over here, I have the single issues, and then I have all the hardbound, and then there's just a couple extra things I have here to keep the box tight enough so they're not flopping over too much. But let's go through the run, and I'll show you all the issues I have. Okay, the first stack. We have issue number 6. York's hiding in a barn with a bunch of pigs, and apparently there's someone after him with a knife. We have number 7, where the biker gang is after him. It's a great issue. We have, oops. We have issue 8. He's finding a little bit of love, but you know, he's really looking for his girlfriend. Actually, I don't want to spoil too much. Issue number 9, he's being held hostage. I'm just going to go by the covers. I'm not going to explain the storylines because I don't want to spoil anything. If you haven't read it yet, it's worth reading. It's awesome. Issue number 10. Awesome cover. Issue number 11. Issue number 12, when the guys from Spaceland. That's a great part of the storyline. Issue number 13. Issue number 14, or maybe this is when the capsule lands. I forget. I haven't read these in a long time. Issue number 15. Got a dead astronaut. Issue number 16. Ampersand is in the play. I love that one. That looks like an old school playbill. Issue number 17. Okay, awesome. All right, let's get the next stack. Okay. We have issue number 18. There's a lady wearing high heels there. We have a Wizard of Oz tribute, issue number 19. That one's super cool. Issue number 20, is he drowning? Uh-oh, that's scary. Issue number 21, we got some armed ladies with the truck. That looks very ominous. Issue number 22. Issue number 23, that's a great cover. Issue number 24. It looks like he's in a burning church. That's scary. Issue number 25, a little Adam and Eve thing going on there. Okay, issue number 26. Lady's in trouble there. Issue number 27. Finally, he's in San Francisco. Issue number 28. We have a little fantasy cover. That one's cool. Issue number 29. Okay, these people look scary. Issue number 30. They're doing some lab experiments. Issue number 31. Uh-oh, there's some kind of samurai after York. Okay, here's issue 32. Yeah, I have 2 copies of this. So what's really cool is a few years ago, well, a while ago, maybe like 8 years ago, I bought a collection that had 10 issues or so. I think it's about 10 issues or so that were signed by Brian K. Vaughan. I love his storytelling. So, you know, I love Paper Girls, I love Saga, and I love Y the Last Man. Definitely one of my all-time favorite comics. So this is signed by him. So I have 2 copies, one signed, one unsigned. That is very awesome. Okay, we have number 33. Number 34, autographed again. So I have 2 copies of 34. Submarine. Number 35, Submarine Sinking. This is signed again. Awesome. Got 2 of those. Number 36. Something crazy is going on here. This one's also autographed. That's awesome. Number 37, also signed. All right, we got number 37. Uh-oh, they're taking some pictures of him. Is that evidence that there's a man alive? Number 38, again, this one's signed. Awesome. Got 2 copies of that. So over the years, I always just kind of upgraded, because my original copies, I read them all, so they were kind of beat up. So I think a lot of these I upgraded as I've bought collections over the years. All right, 39, signed. Second copy of 39. Number 40, again, autographed. 2 copies of that. Number 41, great cover. Number 42, this one's also signed. I love this one because it's ampersand with a typewriter. All right, number 42 again, so I have 2 of those. Number 43, number 44, number 45, number 46. I love all these covers. Number 47. So I think around this time, probably end of 2006 into 2007 is kind of when I stopped reading them originally. Just because 2007, our business got hit pretty hard with the downturn and all that. So I was in my own little world. So the last few of these I had to pick up later and continue. Like it was, I think I missed an issue and then I couldn't find it. So I just kind of stopped collecting them for about a year. But then eventually I got them all. So 49. Got number 50. This one's also signed by Brian K. Vaughan. Love that one. Number 51. Number 52. Number 53. Number 54. All these are awesome covers. Number 55. Number 56. Number 57. Number 58. Number 59. I don't like that cover. Or ampersand. And then the final issue, number 60. So that's all the regular issues I have. So I still need to get issue number 2 through 4. And then I have the hardcovers. I kind of like reading comic books in the hardcover. Just a nicer experience to me. What I like to do is in a favorite series like this, if I end up getting the books for cheap, I'll end up getting those. So I did end up selling all my trade paperbacks, but I kind of want to get them again just to have them. But I got the full set in hardcover. So that was book 5. We have book 4. Book 3. There's just something about having a hardcover. I feel like it's nicer flipping through the pages and whatnot. I feel like I'm not damaging the comic book. I can enjoy these without like thinking I'm putting creases on it. Book 2, and the books usually don't go up in value long term, so I kind of like having them for reading, and then the single issues for collecting. And then book 1, and then I mean I guess I can show you the rest of what's in here. I just have random stuff. I have a random Glamour magazine with Lena Dunham on the cover. Cool 1994 magazine. Particle Dreams, a Fantagraphic comic book. Savage Sword of Conan, number 33. I gotta put that with my regular ones. These are just years ago I picked up and I just threw in this box. Oh, this is a Conan record cover, but it's missing most of it. Raphael, number 1. This is the first appearance of Casey Jones, I believe. Very cool. It's kind of beat up, but still fun to have. I probably picked it up for $1 like 15 years ago. We have a random X-Men poster. Marvel Zombies Destroy book, hardcover. Oh, and then I had a couple of these books that are just old-fashioned doll collector books, I guess. Like soft doll books. I like this kind of stuff. I think it's kind of fun. All right, so that's everything in that box. Gonna put a couple other cool comic book videos right there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.